Hey guys, welcome back. It's True Knight here. Banlist came out, so I gotta update Swordsoul. I don't know, Konami. Woohoo. Yeah, the list is mid, very mid. My prediction is we'll get another one here in probably later November, early December. So hopefully, because I don't know. I've never seen a company so out of tune. But anyway, here's what I'm playing, what I would play for Swordsoul, given that now Unchained is the best deck, Pearly second, Labyrinth, you'll see Forms of Kashtira, you'll see Tearlament, things like that. So yeah, let's get right into it in my explanations. Very few things changed, but 3 Ecclesia, 3 Moye, 3 Long, 2 Taya, and then I'm teching in Iris. Very likely you are going to negate somebody's effect during your player's turn, given what you play here and what your deck does. So it's very easy to summon this out. Drawing 2 can save you games, destroying a card can save you games. This just helps win. So I decided to tech it in. It was either this or Sacred Summit, and I wanted to try this time. Just given what the meta is now. Yeah, so that's it for the monsters. Of course, 3 Emergence and 1 Blackout. So similar completely. Tenny, 3 Ashuda, 3 Vishuda, and 3 Adhara. Still choosing not to play Heavenly Circle and Shatana. I'm going with more just hate in here, and I find myself wanting more of these guys, not Shatana. So that's what I'm doing with that. And then finally, of course, there are 2 Swordsoul cards, Desires. I can't believe it's not a 3. Whatever. I don't want to talk about the madness. I'll talk about it later. Non-engine, 3 Ash. I'm still very focused on 3 Fenrir and 3 Talent just because they didn't hit it. So, I mean, it's the most broken combo, I think, in the game. Fenrir with a Talent. And my call for the meta, I just want to take things from people, such as Noir or Caesar or Abomination or any of those Unchained dogs. Yeah, we just want to take their monsters and kill them with it. So that's what's focused on here. I play 4 of them. And then finally, Infinite Impermanence. It could be Valor if you wanted to, but I'd rather do Infinite because it works well with Iris. If you draw Iris going second and you have an Imperm in your hand, Imperm their board, and then summon out Iris. So solid 40 for the deck. I think it's pretty cool right now for the meta way it is, but yeah, don't really find myself looking at the books with this just because I don't know, Alright, Heart's gone. But yeah, let's get into the extra deck. 2 Monk, 1 Shaman. That doesn't really change. I think we'll just keep running that the way it is. The 1 Berserker. Psyform, I think, is a great meta call for this coming meta. You want to rip cards out of your opponent's hands. Sometimes it'll make or break. And I think it's just a good meta call. So, Yazi, of course, 2 Boxia, and I think we're going to be moving back into a Nibiru format, so better to have this than to have Dragite, in my opinion. So I put this guy back in. And then customary Swordsoul lineup, and of course Zeus to follow up with talents. So not a whole lot of change, but just enough, I think, to help out against the meta. And then side deck is kind of generic, but I'm maining more towards against Unchained, so I wanted to have something for Pearly, so I went Droll, and then 3 Nib. Just because, like I said, I think we're moving into a Nibiru format again. This does well against Unchained if you time it well. Does well against Pearly. Does well against Infernal. It does well against a lot of stuff. Branded Chimera. So just can't go wrong with it. Deck still loses the back row, so you need ways to combat. I don't think you can go wrong with these. And like I did in my previous profile, I still think that Summon Limit is going to be a great card this format. I think that stopping your opponent's summons really helps out. They may be thinking when you have a set card that's a anti-spell or a judgment, so they're going to play around those things a lot more, I think, against Swordsoul than they would expecting someone to come. So that's it for me for what I have for here. I think Swordsoul is gonna do just like what it does every new format. It's gonna start out, everybody's gonna hype it up. It'll win a lot of locals starting out, then a couple of regionals will top, and I think it'll just dwindle out like it always does. It'll be solid. Solid, probably tier 2 rogue kind of deck is where it'll fall. My guesstimate with the Banlist, guys, is I think we will see another list, probably like we did with the Tins here, but with the quarter century rares, we'll see it probably a week or two after the quarter century rares set comes out. We'll see another list, and hopefully, fingers crossed, Konami will have their knowledge together and come up with something better than what we saw today. I know a lot of people are glad that just Rise Heart's gone, and I couldn't agree more. I'm sick of seeing it too, but could have done a lot more with this list. Introducing the Magic Spectres and all that hype, and then nothing. It's just a letdown. It's kind of demoralizing. So let's just hope, as we always do, let's just hope that Konami will learn and get better. Same thing we always hope for, after years and years and years, one day, right? Something's gotta change eventually, so anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know if you like it. Let me know what you think about it, what you're doing with Swordsoul at the beginning of this new format. Have fun with it. Please talk to me in the comments about it, open the conversation. This is just off the top of my head what I was thinking about today when I saw the new list and thought, hey, why not? So yeah, I think a Rise Heart changes up things a little bit. I don't think people are going to be relying heavily on books anymore. Just my forecast. But yeah, alright guys, be kind, be respectful of each other, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.